All right, everybody, so at this point we are heading to Miami. We did a couple of videos, but so much was going on when we put the videos together. It wasn't really a coherent story, so we're just going to break it all down here. So before we left, one of the things we were doing was just a rundown of the things needed. There's something in the woods over there. Things that he needed before, like repair-wise before we left, and maintenance. We needed our oil change on the engine, the generator. We needed the aqua hot service. We wanted to get the TPMS monitors put in. Our water pump was giving us problems. We had a roof leak around the front AC, a broken Jeep windshield. As you can see here, this light, that's the chalking from our roof needs to be resealed. What am I missing? Oh, the A&L fuse went out. And I think that was everything. And after I got done filming all that, we went to go dive into it, and we discovered we had an electrical fire in our battery.
House battery.
Yeah, the house battery bay where the lithium-ion batteries are at.
Yeah.
Which isn't good. So we didn't know, should we keep going?
Yeah.
You know, cancel everything that we'd planned so far.
And we didn't know if we should, be driving down the road, if this was like a safety and fire issue, and so took a little bit of back and forth to figure out, what do we do? Do we cancel?
A lot of Googling, a lot of hitting the forums to see what advice I could get. We ended up just unplugging everything. And figured we could just drive and not use our house batteries, which when we did that, I realized we wouldn't be able to use our generator, so no AC on the way down.
Made for
Summer of Florida.
Days.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. I mean, we've been here before with that one.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the first 2 years.
Yeah.
So we end up getting into the first place, Summer Crush Winery, which is one of our favorite Harvest Host stops. It's halfway between Brunswick, Georgia, where we were at, and the Keys. And luckily, they have an option for power, a powered site, which I think was only an extra $25. We like the gift shop, especially the fish dip. It's really nice, laid back Harvest Host or winery.
Yeah, it's nice and spacious for big rigs to get in and out. They had trash cans on site, which isn't always available when you're using Harvest Host locations. But they also had, things set up for campers to spend the night because they do live music and different things. So a venue.
Yeah. And the next morning, we ended up staying a little bit later. Our neighbor was having problems with their rigs. We were trying to help jump that off. They had dead batteries. It didn't work, unfortunately. And we waited out a rainstorm and took off to Miami.
Yeah. And then, in Miami, we weren't planning to stay for very long. We were really in northwest Miami, kind of outside city limits at a county or state park.
We'll put the name in the bottom here, I guess. Right there. Where's the camera? There somewhere.
And but really, our main goal was to try some Cuban food and kind of explore that around, and then also visit the Miami Marlins for our 22nd MLB stadium. Yeah.
And like we said, with the problems we were having, we decided, okay, well, this Miami we're coming up to, we can get all the new cables to replace the ones that melted. We ended up losing one battery. All of them got damaged a little bit, but one really got damaged, so.
Melted a bit.
Yeah. And that's what I ended up doing the first 2 nights we were there. We got there late, probably about 4 or 5. I called a couple of people, woke up the next morning, called some more people, found somebody, and they wanted 400, I believe it was.
I think it was more like 450, closer to 500.
Yeah. And that didn't seem right, so we called our guy Jordan that we keep talking about, and he got us the cables that we needed for half the price, and they were waiting for us in the Keys.
Yeah.
But because
FL1 Adventures again saves awesome. The day.
Yeah. So we didn't get to do too much in the campsite, not too much filming or anything like that. Great campsite, a lot of wildlife, which we like, water, like ponds, and I guess a little, I don't know if you'd call it a lake, but definitely ponds.
Ponds and stuff for sure.
So they had alligators, iguanas, which we like seeing the iguanas.
Yeah.
And then they had ducks with their babies that would come up every time you walked outside.
Yeah, they were cute. Obviously people must be feeding them, because as soon as you open the door and step out, they're waddling over to come check you out. So they were fun to see though, and cute.
We enjoyed it. We would recommend the campsite for sure.
Yeah.
So the only thing we really got to do on this was Cuban food and the Marlins. So let's get you caught up on all that.